The premise of Codenames is you have two competing spy agencies, and they are trying to call their spies back from the field. It's great at work for many reasons, and I want to share some of those with you today. But to actually play, you don't need to get into the story that much. It's a word association game. If you think about games like the New York Times game Connections, it's what associations, what connotations do people have with specific words, and how do you pair them together? So, Codenames, you could just play if you wanted to have a fun and bonding team experience where people are solving a problem and thinking in different ways and being curious and creative together. And that is really great. But what I love so much about Codenames is that you can dig deeper. You can get to elements of time management, how people make decisions under time pressure. You can get at, the different meanings and associations people have with different words and what that reveals about the assumptions that they make or the culture they grew up in, or even what their professional or educational background is. There's a strategy component and figure out better ways to work together and coming up with a shorthand with your team to try to be really clear. And so you can play it multiple times, focusing on these different elements and really have a different experience. And at the end, have very different ways to apply the insights to the way that you work together and different takeaways that you can implement to work together better as a team. One of the downsides of it is it's not super quick. It takes a couple of minutes to set up and to learn how to play. And if you're going to want to play a couple of rounds, it could take 45 minutes to an hour. So it's not one to play if you just have a really short amount of time. I know some people get very frustrated as you're explaining instructions. And so if you have a group that is not really good at listening to instructions and just wants to dive right in, it might not be the best option for you. But I highly recommend it. It adds so much value. I've seen it really improve the way team members communicate with each other. I've seen it build trust, building an inside language and starting to feel like you have a special way of talking, or a special nonverbal communication clues that really help you and your team bond and trust together more. It helps develop those, and that is really an asset in how you work together. I think it's great. It's one of the games in our Play Concierge database. So go check it out and let me know what you think.